Welcome once again to Joshua Okwuwe online math class. In our class today, we'll be discussing topic fraction. We'll be taking fraction from the scratch so that as we advance into the topic, we'll be able to understand it more better. Just like the name implies, fraction is like when you have a whole and then you cut them or share them into certain parts. That is called fraction. For instance, I have an orange. I can decide to share my orange into two. If I share it into two, you know my orange is 1. That will be what? 1 over 2. So this part will be what? 1 over 2. This will be what? 1 over 2. If I decide to share the orange into 4 equal parts, this will be what? 1 over 4, 1 over 4, 1 over 4, 1 over 4. So fraction is when you share a whole into certain amount, into certain parts. Okay? Now we have different types of ratio that is actually our main points of attention today. Different types of fraction. We have the proper fraction, we have the improper fraction, and then we have the mixed fraction. The first one, proper fraction, are 2, improper fraction, and we have the mixed fraction. We have the mixed fraction. The very first one, proper fraction. What are proper fractions? Proper fractions are fractions that the numerator is smaller than the denominator. For instance, I have something like this, 2 over 3. If you look at this number you're seeing up here is called the numerator. This is the numerator. It's smaller than the denominator, which is 3. The denominator here is 3. So when you see fraction like this, this is a proper fraction. This is a proper fraction. To illustrate, it's like having, or for instance, let's say you know a motorcycle carrying a car. What kind of fraction is that? What do you think? A motorcycle carrying a car. Is that normal? You agree with me that that is not normal. It's not proper, isn't it? But what about when a car is carrying a motorcycle? Is that proper? Yes, it is proper because the car is heavier, is bigger than what? Than the motorcycle. So the car can easily carry the motorcycle without any stress. So in that case, that is normal. That is normal. So that is why we call this word the proper fraction. That is proper. Okay, this is why we call this the proper word fraction, because the bigger number is carrying the smaller number. So this is what a proper fraction. Another good example of a proper fraction can be 5 over what? Over 7. You can say 17 over 23, and so on and so forth. So all you need to do, just first look at the number. What you have in the numerator, is it smaller than what you have in the denominator? If what you have in the numerator is smaller than what you have in the denominator, it means that that number or that fraction is a proper fraction. Now let's take us to the next one, improper fraction. Improper fraction, just from the name, just like its name implies, improper, it means something that is not normal. Okay, improper fraction, it means that that one is not normal. It's just like the illustration I was using before of a motorcycle carrying a car. Is that normal? It's not normal. So let's check it again in fraction now. So for instance, you're having 3 over 5. Oh, sorry. No. Let's say 13 over 5. 13 over 5. Now look at it. 13 is a big number. And 5 under is carrying a big number up. So it's improper. So that's why they call it improper fraction. Okay. We have other examples like you can say 7 over 3. We can say let's say 53 over let's say 23. and so on and so forth. So all these fractions like this, these ones are called what? Improper fraction. Improper fraction. Why? Because the number in the numerator is bigger than the ones in the denominator. So if you want to identify a number, okay, what kind of fraction is this? You should be able to know, okay, if the number on the top is smaller than the one under, it's proper. Okay, if the one on top is bigger than the one under or the denominator, or if you say the numerator is bigger or is greater than the denominator, oh, that means it's improper. Okay, so try to identify them, and you can write as many examples as possible to actually show that, yes, to prove to yourself that you understand this very well. Now we have the next one, mixed fraction. A mixed fraction is a combination of a whole number, and a proper fraction. A combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. For instance, something like 1 whole number, 1 over 2. This one is a whole number and this is a proper fraction. 1 over 2 is a proper fraction. Or I'm having 3 whole number, 2 over 5. Yes, all these are called what? Mixed number. Combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. Or we are saying 7 whole number, 3 over 4. And so on and so forth. So these are what? These are the type of fractions that we have. The proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction. You agree with me? It's not difficult, isn't it? So you can easily close your eyes. Okay, what are these things? What are the type of fraction we have? We have the proper fraction, we have the improper fraction, and then we have the mixed fraction. Something that you should be able to say. And if you actually understand this, please feel free to discuss with someone. Because in mathematics, when you discuss what you learn, when you try to teach, explain what you learn in mathematics to another person, that is when you know it better. So please, to understand this better, I expect you to watch this video over and over again. And when you understand it, try to explain it to others. Now, let me quickly give you a little trick under this topic, fraction. A trick when it comes to subtracting subtracting fraction from a whole number without stressing yourself. For instance, you have something like this. Simplify, let's say 1 minus 2 over 5. When looking at this, the answer to this is 3 over 5. You'll be wondering, how do you know it's 3 over 5? All you need to do is just subtract the numerator from the denominator, which gives us what? 5 minus 2 is what? Is 3 over 5. So 1 minus 2 over 5 is what? 2 over 3. Simple. That is the answer. Even if, let the number be 5. Let's say 5 minus 7 over 9. 5 minus 7 over 9. It's very simple. All you need to do, look at 5. 5 is saying 4 plus 1 minus 7 over 9. So, you know, when you say 4 plus 5, 4 plus 1 will give us 5. Now, let's handle 1 and 7 over 9 together. Again, 9 minus 7 is what? Will give us what? 2 over 9. If I'm going to work on 1 minus, if I put this in bracket like this now, so let me handle what is in this bracket now. Introducing a bracket, 1 minus 7 over 9, based on what you just did here, this will be equals to what? 4 plus 2 over 9, which is what? 4 whole number, 2 over 9. That is it. That is it. Very simple. Like this. So as long as you are subtracting any whole number at all, a whole number, you are subtracting a fraction from a whole number, just do this and you get your answer. Don't forget the trick. It's very simple. And it's very important you know this, because in the future, when we'll be answering questions, when we get to either ratio, you see how we'll be applying this sometimes in answering questions under that topic. So it's good we know some of this trick, especially this particular trick of subtracting a fraction from a whole number. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoy what you have watched today, what you have learned from this video, please don't forget to share this video with your friends and family, and remember to click the like button and share this video, okay? And then if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, click the subscription button and turn on the notification bell so that whenever we upload new videos like this, you have access to them. You'll be notified about them. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.